Conscious reality.
I'm going to ask you a question. I made a post, right? It says the most dangerous person is a person who don't want to love you, but refuses to leave you. Right? The most dangerous person is a person who don't want to love you, but who don't want to lose you. What do you think that is?
It's a form of abuse.
How so? Everything is. But what if he don't physically abuse you or even mentally abuse you? Why is it still abuse?
Because he playing with you, he toying with you, like a toy.
How do you? How? Like why is that toying?
Because it just to keep stringing you along. Thinking you believe that something gonna change, that ain't never gonna change, or something gonna happen, that ain't never gonna happen. So you just wasting your time until your time's up.
So then why do you think she keep being tagged along? Or why do you think she keep choosing to go along?
Hope.
Hope what?
For whatever she's hoping for.
So do you think she has a part to play in this?
Yeah, maybe she has self-esteem issues. Maybe she has some kind of thoughts. If she has children with him already, maybe she just hope.
So how, like as a woman, how would you identify this behavior? When a man, the dangerous person is somebody who don't want to love you but refuse to lose you. How do you identify that's who he is? Or how would you know? How do you think to know who the person is? Like what behaviors do you look for?
Well, if they never want to take like the next step with you, like they never like officially claim you. They never put you out there with them. You're always in secrecy, or they always come and go.
Always come and go. What does that mean?
Like they're here this week, gone next week, come back tomorrow, gone for 2 more days, come back, gone for a month, come back, gone for 1 day, come back. Like they're always, somehow you always feel like they're missing.
I was going, huh?
Like you call them and yeah, they might answer today, and then you call them for the next 2 days and they don't answer. But then all of a sudden they just magically show up. So it means whatever they were doing was just done.
So, whatever they were doing was done.
Huh?
Whatever they're doing was done, huh?
Yeah, it was done. It's finished.
But why do so many people fall for this though?
Because they're lonely.
Hmm?
Probably lonely.
You think so?
But they feel they can do any better.
So, but how do you stop that when you like someone? How do you really walk away when you love somebody? Who does that?
Is it love or is it comfort?
You don't think that you don't think it's because they love them? That's why they can't leave? Or that's why the woman can't leave? Even though the man is showing her all the time about leaving and coming, like you said.
Well, maybe they think that they can't find anyone else. So at that point, is it about love or is it about comfort? Like I know eventually you'll come back.
Well, what if the man actually says, hey, listen, I want to be with you and I'm with you, but yet he does the same thing? Like, he, don't want to love her, and maybe he wants to, but he can't. Or maybe, I don't know.
So he's not walking in the shoes that he's talking to you?
Right. That's exactly what it is. She's not walking in the shoes. So then what? But a lot of women experience this all the time. People, men and women actually. You don't think men go through that too?
Probably.
You never seen it in your own life?
Yeah.
Because women do that crap too. Especially when they still have feelings for their ex. They don't want to do let the person go. But I'm saying, I don't think people recognize when they, or maybe they recognize when they're in this position, or maybe they know, but they just
ignore it. A lot of people, when it goes later on down the line, when they look back, like 20 years from now, and you ask them, well, you didn't know? Well, I had some thoughts and I had some signs and stuff. Those kinds of words means that they know. They just don't want to admit to you that they knew. But when they say those kinds of words, they know. They know exactly what was happening. They just put up with it. But they know. Oh, well, I saw some signs and, I had some gut feelings and I had some inklings that something was happening, and, he would not answer the phone all the time, or, sometimes he would be gone for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and then, he would come back. They know. If they can tell you all that, they know.
They was right there. They
knew. They knew what was happening.
Do you think it's because she's weak?
What does that word weak really mean though?
That's a good question. Whatever your definition is. Whatever your definition of it.
I don't know that people are necessarily weak or strong, or maybe it's just what they know or don't know, what they're used to or not used to. Humans are creatures of habit. So if they grew up in those kinds of situations, those are the situations that they're most comfortable in, because that's what they experience all their life. Creatures of habit. And it's, that's why it's hard for people to break habits. It takes a long time to break a habit. So if you grew up in that kind of environment or that kind of habit for 20 years, how long do you think it's going to take for you to break 20 years of ingrained indoctrination in that? You think it's just going to take like 1 week?
Yeah.
No, it could take years. It could take months. It could take a long time. It could take never.
But how the hell do you break that?
Probably counseling. Outside person looking in.
I think you be picking my words, man. You heard me say this before?
No. I don't even listen to you.
What? A lot of times I say
when you was live, I was sleeping.
I think a lot of times when a woman say somebody's she must be weak and stuff, I always say people are not weak. People are just either they're aware or unaware. They're conscious or they're unconscious. You say they know or they don't know, which is the same thing. I think you be picking my damn brains. But he's a counselor, huh?
Maybe not necessarily doesn't have to be counseling, but maybe I think an outside person looking in to really show them the light, a neutral party.
But a lot of times, the people who look it in, they don't want to hear those people, because.
Well, then that means they're not ready for the change. If you don't want to hear it, you're not ready. If you're not open to or receptive, you're not ready.
But what if the idea that maybe one day the person will come around or the person will get to a...
Well, then you're still not ready. That's part of not being ready. It's still having the hope. The hope, oh, this person's going to change, or I hope that they're going to be the person that I wanted to be, or I hope they're going to say, that means that you're not ready for the change. You're still hoping. You're still wanting to be in that situation until they're ready.
So when does hope get unhealthy?
When it starts affecting you in your daily life.
What does it mean?
When when the army asks those questions, do you feel so depressed that you can't do things anymore? Or do you get so depressed that you just sleep all day? Do you get to the point where all you do is argue with people because you're just mad all the time, but you're not mad at them, really? You mad at one specific person, but that person is not here for you to be mad at. So you
Or
have to be mad
situation.
at something else.
Yeah, personal situation. So that's when hope gets unhealthy.
Yeah, when it's affecting you actually living.
So you don't think that they should pray and ask God to change the person's heart?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I'm not a religious person, so I can't speak on religion, and I don't speak on religion.
okay, so if you know somebody in that situation, right? Somebody who in a situation, like let's say you have a friend, a close friend. That friend has a person, partner who just refuse to love them, but every time the person every time your friend trying to walk away, they always bring them back. What would you, advise that person? Your friend, somebody that you actually care about or love.
I think one thing that I like that I saw in a movie, I don't know if it could be implemented in real life, but like in a movie, they wrote a list, like together, of all the things
I think it's in a movie too.
That the person has ever done to them or for them. So they wrote 2 lists, right? So it's one list that's all the good things, right? And then they wrote one list of all the bad things.
Was it that Madea movie?
I think it would work because
Not
it gives
Madea,
you, I think it gives you a visual thing of the list. Now, if your laundry list, your bad list, is 2 or 3 times longer than your good list, I think it gives you a visual representation of, like, these are the facts. You can see it in real time. Like, because, when people talk, they just think, oh, that's your opinion. You don't really know. I know he's different, or I can see something different. Well, if you write a list, that's facts in real time. Like, how can you dispute it at that point? Can you dispute it? No, because you wrote it. These are the things that came from your own mind, your own thoughts. So you can't dispute it. So then what is that saying? Something is in the pudding.
The proof.
The proof is in the pudding.
That's a Tyler Perry movie. When Megan Good was writing out that stuff.
Hey, well,
I think that's what it was.
Tyler Perry's onto something, I guess.
So you said write the list out and just see for yourself.
Yeah.
But people, like you said, they still don't want to make the change, huh?
Then they're not ready.
This is our pre-gym workout talk. Our car. See? Gym outside, we're about to go inside, but it's raining. So while we chilling here, while it's raining, why not talk about something that's worth talking about? You all, thanks for joining us. Peace. Say bye.